Hey, you want to hear some poems about ducks?
No.
Nah.
Nope.
Maybe. Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Quantus server, hanging out here at this new platform that I built in the last episode, and I'm really grooving at it. I came out here and I started to look at, do I want to mix it up with various pavers and whatnot? And I mean, no, I'm going to leave it with the brick just for now until I've got a structure in place, and then I'll fiddle with breaking up all this white, because it looks nice and all that, but I do want to have it randomized up, if I may. Anyway, one of the things that I mentioned that I would have a little break on the lip here, and I pondered chiseling some stuff in, and I got a comment from Chop Ninja who is saying, hey, why don't you add some marble into that? I was going, that's an excellent idea, because marble was one of those components that I was talking about doing, and it has an extra little subtle bit included to it. So I said, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So let's throw on the armor, because, you know, got to be prepared. Well, because I'm also tossing stuff. So let's zip down here. And if we look up here, I went ahead and chiseled in the half-size block to give kind of a stare around. And then that little layer of marble up there, it lends itself with just a tiny little tinge of blue to this. So you've got the gray of the stone here, and then you've got this white gray of the quarried stone, then the bright white of the alabaster, and now there's just this tiny little tinge of blue. And I love the little texture and that really moves and grooves me. I love that a lot. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and look at building some more stuff and use this as my template for the platforms. And I need some sort of house up there. Now, I could spend some time getting ready for the wither fight that we're getting ready to do this weekend, but I'm pretty much buffed up and ready, so I don't see the need. All these things have soulbound on it, as well as mending, so I love that. And this has got soulbound and mending, soulbound mending. These I went ahead and soulbound with nether stars. This has soulbound, and rather than using, well, let's take a look. Baggins. Rather than using this method, because I haven't gotten a single ghast here at all, and that just drives me nuts. I've killed a lot of ghast, but either they've died over lava, which isn't very helpful, or they've just been really stingy, and so haven't gotten any of that. But you just go ahead and slap a soulbound book on there on an anvil, and hello, it's soulbound. So I'll go ahead and take everything that's not soulbound, and I will stick it inside that bag. I've even got soulbound on my ender staff and on my sleeping bag, and because I'm silly, on my charm. So the only thing that would be lost would be torches, food, and whatever potions and milk I've got on me. So I'm good. I don't need to spend any time working on that. So I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do as far as building up stuff around here. And yeah, because I did find something as far as an overall build idea. But let's go see if I can just clear that railing. Nope. That's why I have my that's why I've got what I got. I got my boots on because I didn't want to hit that. So let's whee. Alrighty, so I will land up there and start building some stuff. That should be good. And so whoa. Alright. When did this appear up here? Well, this is nice. I wanted to build a house, and a house appears. So that works out well. Okay, so yes, I did a little bit of work. And I also did some other platforms here. Let's take a quick look at the map. Hey, I hit M. Map. Map. There we go. Map. I hit the word. I could do it. So this is what I extended out. We've got the platform over here. We've got this platform over here, and I went ahead and connected it off to the side. In fact, let's just zip over here and take a quick gander. I love the staff. So I went ahead and connected this kind of retaining wall here over to the side along with that platform. And, you know, I'm kind of liking how that works. And this building, I decided to go with the white and dark, so that's why I've got the dark oak and the basalt for the roof tiles. And you know, I was sitting there putting this together, going, I have no idea what this is for. And then I said, oh, I've got an idea what this is for. This will be my Evilcraft room. So, up above here, and it's hard to see, there's a layer of dirt up in that area. And I've got some torches because right now I don't want anything to spawn. But that's going to be my Evilcraft spawning area. I will hit that with Cursed Earth, but it's going to have vector plates to feed everybody into the center, where I'm going to have spike plates here, also Evilcraft blood what's-its to suck up all the blood as they die. Yeah, this is going to be my area for that. So this should get me both experience and blood from Evilcraft and all that sort of goodness. So that's what this is going to be doing. And yeah, I kind of groove on it. You can see I've got a mixture of the same bits of blocks. We got the quarried stone, you know, added the iron bars just because it, you know, we're going to be imprisoning stuff in there, so why not? It's interesting that it is odd going this direction, and it is not quite centered. I do have the third floor here is off to one side, and that's purposeful. But going this direction, it's even. And that's just kind of because I went based on what this looked like. And that's okay. That's okay. I probably won't put any doors on this. I don't see any need to have any doors. But I did play a little bit with different textures in here. We got the bricks, and then we got the pavers, and then we got the regular alabaster. Same thing within here. And, you know, I can get rid of these torches now because I don't need any of them here. I've got hidden floor lighting. Those I stuck up at the very beginning just to keep nothing from spawning up on the tippy top. So let's get rid of all those. So yeah, I've got some chiseled lights here and also in the entranceway. So that's providing sufficient light to keep everything here happy, which is good. So let's go a little bit further over this direction. These are quite wide, and I'm okay with that. I did the layer, and then it's 4 blocks out from the post, so that's the width that this appeared. And this is got a decent size back here. Again, I did the same sort of thing. I just took a look at what was below, put a border around it, and then 4 out from that border. So if we zip over here to Nemson's side, then we can kind of get an idea of what it looks like from here. And yeah, you can see how the stone, which I put in place, the stone's going up and making that look really good. And then we got this quarried stone is underneath it. Now, the other thing I want to do, let's go... Whee! How good of a toss was that? That'll work. So I also failed to get over to that side. So I also have this platform over on this side, and again, I have no real idea as to what I'm going to do here, but same principle. Went ahead and stuck it out, and then put a layer around it and out 4. But I also went ahead and chewed this hill down, and I'm going to chew down the hill a little bit here while talking about chewing. I am going to chew this down a lot more. It doesn't need to be as high as it currently is. The other one I connected over to here with a little bit of stairs going up, and this is a little bit too sharp of an area for stairs, so I may extend this out a little bit further. And then just chew down the hills a little bit more. You know, not 100% sure. A lot of this is just kind of winging it. That was very much just kind of winging it. You can see we've got lots of different color of the basalt, not colors. We got lots of different basalt bits going on there. It's just a mixture of textures. The thing that does kind of drive me bananas at this point is the walls are very, very flat. So let's fiddle with that just a little bit, because I don't really like flat walls. I much prefer to have stuff that's got a little bit more texture to it. So if I come into here, no, not connected material, no, not M, and there's my word I'm using for, let's do planes, and I can come in here and I can go chop chop a little bit of the stuff that's here, and you get little brief glimpses into the back there. That means I need to change these blocks out underneath, but that gives a little bit of texture, just a little bit of texture, which I'm liking. And let's zip up here. All right, so let's do the same sort of thing here. So give me, we can do multiple depths. So yeah, okay, well, we'll go with that, and let's zip. Oh, did I go too far? No. Okay. I was overshooting sometimes is not much fun. So looking at this, yeah, I can see just a little bit of difference in the textures, and I'm liking that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and chew down the things just a little bit, maybe also do a little bit here with the walls and kind of clean some things up, just to give it some randomization. And for me, chiseling is not something I start from the very get-go. It's something I do afterwards. And I think I also will look at getting that marble border and maybe putting a few accents in, because that's the palette I'm going with. This alabaster, the quarried stone, the basalt and dark oak, and then the marble. Yeah, so gonna play with that. But I have an actual idea here of what to do with this large top. And again, I'm going to chew a lot of this down. I think the top of this is going to be maybe 4 or 5 blocks higher, and not as high. That's like about 15 blocks higher from here, I'm guessing. But I've got an idea, and it's based off of a castle in Germany that I visited once and really liked. So it's Neuschwanstein Castle. It's in Bavaria, and it's really, really pretty. It was finished in late 1800s, so like 1880 something. It was worked on enough that the king was able to live in there. And Neuschwanstein is an interesting word. German words tend to clump them together. They're compound words, and it's three words. So there's Neu, which is German for new. There's Schwan, which you'd think is swan, but it's not. It's a false cognate. It's duck. And then Stein is that really large beer mug that you see in the beer halls. So you could translate it as New Drunk Duck Castle, because the old Drunk Duck Castle burnt down and they tore it down. They didn't want it, so they wanted to make a new one because, Ludwig II of Bavaria, he was big into drinking, and he also kept a lot of ducks. And he actually was played in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang by Arik Goldfinger, of all things. And next time you watch the movie, you go take a look at that, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll see the drunk ducks walking around. And if you include this information in your next paper about Germany or Ludwig, you will get an A. It's amazing how few people understand these facts. But yeah, that's the kind of the idea that I'm thinking of. Neuschwanstein. Looking at that, it's very white with a dark roof. Now it's kind of like a slate roof, so it's not going to be as dark black as that. But that's the general idea I'm going with here. And it's not going to be exactly the same thing, but the idea of a large central keep, multiple floors, towers, the general work on that. Yes, I'm really liking that idea. I think that will look really good. And yeah, it's fading tonight, and I think people should be gathering up in a little bit to go hunt down some withers and kill them. That should be loads of fun. And we'll shift out of the Iron Age that we're currently in and shift over to the Magic era. Oh yeah, looking forward to that. And since I don't think I mentioned it before, because, brain like a rusty seal trap, we've got new people on the server. MG Rose, I think I mentioned, I'm not 100% sure. She is back again. Her computers is working, so she's back on the server, so yay, and she's taking those islands over behind me. I was tempted to take those, but I decided, no, I've done a lot of flying in the air sort of island things. Not going to do that much this season. And also Stalker has joined the server, and really excited to have him here. I did a little UHC with him, and that was a blast. And very curious to see what sort of things these guys turn out, because they have some really cool builds. So anyway, got a little bit of stuff being built here, got a base coming on, lots and lots of work has got to be done, but that's okay. It's been a blast doing it. So anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here on the FTOG Quantus 3 server. No, it's not Quantus 3, that's the Avant 3. No, Quantus server, yes, I know where I am. And I'm having fun setting up a base, getting some of these platforms going. Thanks for watching. Bye.